Jim's pencil is burning through his paper. Really tremendous work by Jim. Ontario Rollins' pencil is burning through his paper. Great job, Contagious. Great job, Elena. Great job, Omar. Great job, Montero. Great job, Xavier. Great job, Xavier. Great job, Winston. Great job, Jeremiah. Great job, Javante. Just waiting on a couple more. Good job, Andreas. Good job, Jalen. All right. I'm really excited for our day today. I see I have some questions. Y'all put your hands back there. Great job. Elena, which question? In just one moment. Yes, Omar. Not right this moment. Once we get to our work, I'll give you the opportunity to, but I need you to set up a track from the very beginning. We are just going to go over 2 of the 4 do not problems so we can get right to our work since today is an activity schedule. I see him. Since today is an activity schedule. Elena, go ahead and tell me first, what is the operation that's going on with the variable here?
Subtraction. It's addition.
No, what is the operation that you see here?
Addition.
Addition. So what is the inverse of that operation, Mr. Powell? The inverse of addition is what? Subtraction. So I'm going to subtract by what number, Elena?
3.
3. I'm going to subtract both sides. So you subtract 3 from both sides. Those cancel out. X is equal to 17 minus 3. What is 17 minus 3, Elena? 14. Great job. There's your answer. 14 is the answer to number 1. I'm also going to do number 3. Number 3. Read it for me, Winston Noel. 9 less than a number is 2. Jai, how am I going to set this up, please? Your name's not Jai. Go ahead, Jai. Okay, what variables would you like me to put down? J. Okay, so J, then what? Subtract what? 12. Where do you see 12?
Oh, I'm in 2.
So, what does is mean? What does is mean? Equal. So you're saying 12 minus equals 2? Equals 2. Great job, Josh. Now, let me ask, I have a challenge question for the group. I haven't asked any of the other homerooms this, but I truly, genuinely believe that you guys have the ability. Sit yourself in the seat all the way down right now. That you have the ability and the talent to answer this question for me. Why is it not 9 minus j equals 2? Why does 9 not come first? Javante Bolt. Everybody track Javante. Great tracking, Xavier.
Well,
Great tracking, Delaney.
Well, you see less there. Okay, so...
Hold on. I'm not sure everybody's paying attention to you right now. But say it again.
Well, you see less there. Like, so it means 9 less than a number. So you put a number before it, because the number is less than...
So here the minus sign is telling me that I'm going to have 9 less than j. What would be a sentence for this phrase, right? For this number sentence, well, give me a regular sentence for that number sentence. Omar Harris. Everyone check out one. Good job, Devontae.
9 is j. Look, 9 subtract j equals 2. I mean, is 2.
9 subtract j, or a number less than 9 is 2. That would be a way. Because here we need 9 less than a number. Here, 9 is not less than j. We have j less than 9. So that's why this is not what we're doing. Okay, next steps. How would I solve this problem? Jeremiah Gardner. What's the operation you see with the variable?
It is subtraction.
What's the inverse of that, Kim Tavies? See, here we have subtraction. What's the inverse of subtraction? Addition. Jeremiah, take it away.
9 plus 9. I mean, 9 9 plus 2 equals 11.
Boom. J equals 11. Great job. So, with that said, we are going to move on because we don't have a lot of time today. So, I'm really excited about our lesson today because I feel it's something we can do a great, great job with. Go ahead. Xavier, Ryan, read my objective, please. Great job, Winston.
Student will be able to solve one-step equation involving multiplication and division with inverse operations.
Hold on, Xavier. Do that one more time because I'm not sure everybody is locked into what you're saying. Go ahead, Xavier.
Students will be able to solve one-step equations involving multiplication and division with inverse operations.
Absolutely right. So we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to do the same exact thing that we did yesterday. Only this time we're doing multiplication instead of multiplication and division instead of addition. So here is what I would like us to start with. First, this is the same exact property we talked about yesterday, but instead of addition and subtraction, multiplication and division.
Yeah.
Read it for me, Brandon Powell. Property of equality.
Property of equality. It was used multiply or divide the assignment on each side of an equation. Two sides equal.
Okay, if you multiply or divide the same number from each side of an equation, the two sides will remain equal. So as long as you do the same thing to both sides of the equal sign, guys, it will remain equal. Now, inverse operations, we already know what those are. Who can remind us real quick? What is it, Winston?
Inverse of multiplication and division and inverse of division.
So you can just put the signs for the sake of time. Multiplication, the inverse of that is division. Inverse of division is multiplication. Because the inverse of anything is the opposite of that thing. Let's move on to our next slide. Come on, man. We don't need to go all the way up there. We need to go a little bit. Now, read step 1 for me, Javante.
Draw a line down your equal sign.
Draw a line down your equal sign. There's step 1. Step 2, Xavier, read.
Perform the inverse operation to both sides of the equation.
Great job. And step 3 is what, Winston? Check your work with substitution. That is something I did not do with you yesterday that I must do with you today. I will make sure to do it with you today. Jalen, where do you recognize this from? These 3 steps. Go ahead, Andreas. 6th grade, you make sharpening pencil. Where else? Containers? You don't know? Edward? Yesterday! These are the exact same steps that we did yesterday with addition and subtraction. Now, so the first thing we're doing is drawing a line. Here, this is telling me A divided by -4 is equal to -9. What is the inverse of divided by -4, Jeremiah?
Multiply by negative.
So we're going to multiply both sides by -4. I would just put a -4 next to it to indicate that I'm multiplying. I could do it in parentheses. These -4s cancel out, which is going to leave me with just A. -9 times -4 is what number? Somebody raise a sound hand. Elena.
-5.
No, ma'am. We're multiplying here. I said -9 times -4. Javante. No, ma'am. I mean, no, sir.
-45.
No. Okay, let's just stop. Hold on here. Everybody stop a minute. Xavier.
Is it positive 5?
Here's what I'd like us to do. I'm gonna ask everyone to put your hands down because
He said put your hand down, Omar. Put your hand down.
Now, guys, I'm sure that at this point some of us have come up with the answer, but I'm very frustrated because normally you guys do a great job of thinking before you just start blurting out answers. For some reason today, we have decided to blurt out answers without thinking. A negative times a negative is a positive. We know that. So automatically we know our answer is going to be positive. All I have to do is 9 times 4. What is 9 times 4? Montero. Positive 36 is my answer. Now, this is the part that I did not do yesterday, but that we must start focusing on. Substitute. Check your answer with substitution. So we got 36. So now to check, we have to do 36, which is A, divided by negative 4 equals 9. You got to see if that works. 36 divided by negative 4 equals negative 9. Everybody check, either in your calculator or by doing work on your paper. Is 36 divided by negative 4 negative 9? And if it is, then our answer is correct. Give me a thumbs up and we can move on. Landon got me a thumbs up. She thinks it is correct. Andreas thinks it's correct. Jalen thinks it's correct. Kim Tavis, Kim Tavis thinks it's correct. Awesome. Let's move on. It is absolutely right. So, today, our practice problems. Today, real quick, I would just like to go through some of our keywords when you're dealing with word problems. So some of those keywords are, first, times is multiplication. Multiplied, multiplication. Divided. What do we think divided is?
Divide.
Division. Is. We talked about this yesterday. Javante. Equals. Thank you. Product of. Contavious. Times. Absolutely right. What is times? Times is also multiplication. Quotient. Montero. Division. Great job. And finally, equivalent. Equal. So, write those down quickly. I'm changing slides in 5. Make sure you have these written down, because when the word problems come, I'm not going to be feeling bad for you if you don't know what's going on. 4, 3, thank you, Edward. 2, 1, and 0. Now, I'm going to do one of these problems with you, and you're going to do the rest on your own. Quick point. I want everybody to go to number 7. It says 21 divided by a number is negative 7. Put a star next to it, because you will not be answering that question right now. We're gonna answer it together in about 5 minutes. I'll deal with it. Leave it on your desk. But I'm just gonna do number 1. What is the operation with the variable for number 1? Somebody raise a sign. Xavier.
The operation with the variable is
No.
Everybody stop speaking, please.
What operation?
Just listen. Winston. An operation cannot be a number. Operations are multiplication, division, subtraction, like the order of operations. So what operation is happening on this side of the equation? Xavier. Multiplication. I absolutely agree. Jana, thank you for agreeing. Jana, what's the inverse of multiplication? Division. So what number am I going to divide both sides by grand power? The number with the variable. 3. Divide both sides by 3. These cancel out, giving me x. 12 divided by 3 is what, Elena?
4.
4. And there is our answer. X is equal to 4. Now remember, substitute the check. 3 times 4. Does 3 times 4 equal 12?
Yeah.
So then we know our answer is right. I'm going to invite you to get working. I'm going to do this one on the board number 2 in case anybody just needs one more practice. But you can do what you got to do.
You number 4?
Yeah, yes, I can. Actually, you know what?
One of the words.
So, Andreas, I love that you're doing it. I'm going to do it on the board. As we saw in our example, this is division. What's the inverse of division, Elena? So, I'm just going to multiply both sides by the number with the variable, which in this case is 4. Now, if these cancel out, giving me with just x, what is 2 times 4, Elena? 4. Andreas, what's on Product of a number and variable times up to the top. So we divide both sides by 1. Cancel out. 12 divided by 1. Quick paragraph. Now, the reason you're opening.
You supposed to keep it down.
That's how long you work.
No, that was wrong. It's -4. Mr. Hasty.
Hold on, does anybody have an extra pencil for Jeremiah?
I got one.
All right, hold it up high. Thank you so much.
That's Jeremiah right there?
That Jeremiah right there.
No, I got one.
What's the operation rate? How many times is it? Times, what's the absolute time? So divide both sides by 3. Yeah, just divide by 3. So what am I going to do here? Boy, great job, Tank. A number divided by 7. Because now you got to multiply both sides by 7. To get that answer. But yeah, you're doing. Just say. Okay, I'll go down.
Say no zero. I ain't say no zero. I ain't not say no zero. No, I didn't. Breaking my calculator. No. No. This show calculator. No.
Brandon, bro, that's not your calculator. That's mine. Sit down. I will bring you a calculator. But you are not. You know you're not reacting properly. You know you're better than me. I'm gonna make sure you calculate, and we're going to work through this together. But I still see you work very hard. I still see you setting up your equations. So I'm not gonna rule in your favor if you're not working.
I just should have told me you can't help me.
That means
You could
divide
have
by.
asked me.
What's the opposite of divide by? Someone put all sides by that. The number with the variable.
He's just doing that problem on the board, bro. He just did that problem on the board, though.
Exactly.
Yes. Pay attention.
Exactly.
That's division. So what's the opposite of division? That's division. That's division. That's division. That's division.
Something far from playing phone.
Raise your hand. Omar, you know what you're doing.
I'm not gonna be at home.
What you need, brother? What's up? If you'd like to. Great job, Montario. Awesome job by Edward bouncing back. Great job, Winston. Edward, thank you for trying to get yourself back in the right spot. I appreciate that. Now, I just want to make sure we understand how to do our word problems quickly, and then I'll go over one other set of problems that I foresee some of us having some issues with. First things first, 3 times a number is 27. What would my number sentence be? Winston Noel.
What?
Now you
The number sentence would be, I did this.
Go, right.
I said, it's 3 times.
3 times a number.
I did 3A equals 27. Yes.
3A equals 27. Because this is 3 times a number equals 27. So, Jai, it already tells me what operation is going on. What is the opposite of that operation? Huh?
Division.
Division, that's absolutely right. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Those 3's cancel out. What is 27 divided by 3, Elena? 9. That's absolutely right. A number divided by 7 is 3. Set it up for me, Elena.
I did B
Yep.
divided by 7,
B over 7.
equal 3.
So now what's the opposite of division, Jack? So I'm going to multiply both sides by what number? Yeah, what number am I multiplying both sides by? Huh? Oh, 3 is the number with the variable?
Hold up.
The number with the variable. 7, thank you. Those cancel out. 3 times 7 is what, Omar? 3 times 7 is? Now, we're skipping this one. We're going to come back to this one in just 1 second. We're going to come back to it. Finally, the product of a number and 1/2 is 12. How would I set that up, Ontario?
Okay, you have, for the product of a number, you have 1/2.
Okay, 1/2.
My variable is D.
Okay, so D times 1/2.
And then you have equals to 12.
So 1/2 times D equals 12. What's going on here is multiplication. What's the opposite of multiplication? Edward. So I'm going to divide both sides by what number?
Can you repeat that?
I'm dividing both sides by what number?
1/2.
1/2.
This is homework.
Here my 1/2s cancel out. Who can tell me what 12 divided by 1/2 is? Winston.
No. No.
And we know that because, remember, whenever we deal with dividing fractions, I got 12 over 1 divided by 1/2. I keep change flip, so I keep 12 over 1. I change division to multiplication, and I flip 1/2 into 2 over 1. 12 times 2 is going to equal 24 over 1, which is the same as 24.
See,
I just wasted my time with all that, huh?
See, I want to think.
Stop wasting. Come on up, guys. So, the last thing I'd like to go over quickly, just to make absolutely sure that we're positive on this, because I saw a couple of people make some silly mistakes. Whenever you see this, you always divide by the number, the coefficient, the number in front of the variable, which in this case is -9. But over here, If I see a variable on top and a number on the bottom, this means division. I know we've already talked about that, but I want to talk about it again. So then, I'm going to do the opposite, and in this case, I would multiply both sides by 12, because that's the number with the variable, and in this case, I would multiply both sides by 9, because that's the number with the variable. With that said, y'all go ahead and complete that next page. You have 4 minutes, and then we're going to go back and do number 7 in just a minute.
This page? My pencil already did
No
this.
trouble. No, good. Keep going. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, what's the answer? Well, you tell me what the answer is. I bet you get it wrong. I bet you $1 you get it wrong.
Xavier, stop hitting on him. They're recording.
And I just warned you. What about
I know girl, it's going well.
We're coming to that down.
Omar? Let me talk to me, please. Come on, sit up.
Like I see you trying to do job, boy. Let's keep on chewing markers on the block, boy. Yay! Hooray! We did it. Yay! You by yourself too. And you by yourself.
Good job, Jalen. Awesome job, Zayden. Good job, Brandon Powell grinding. Brandon, if you need some help, I know Winston's behind you if you want to work with somebody.
My partner is my sister.
Edward, good job, man. Great job grinding. Let me see what you got, Zayden. 147. No dollar. No dollar.
I wasn't done. It's negative.
Negative 147.
Yes.
No.
I want to try.
Hold on, I haven't even finished it yet. Y'all trying to do number 7. You giving them dollars, my God. You give that dollars? Hold on, I got more than y'all. I got something.
I got 24,000.
I got 300.
I got 20.
I have 1,220. I have $1,220. This means they trying to do number 7.
What's up, boy? What's up? It's your face.
We are done in 45 seconds. We're going to take a break. So let's get good. Yeah. Wrap it up. Actually, I'll give you one more full minute.
Yay.
I'm coming. Yeah, I'll give you 2.
Full it. Edward, full it.
It's 3.
It is not free.
No one get that $1 but me.
About what?
I know the answer.
We trying to do number 7. Bro, no, I'm trying to get everybody. We trying to finish number 7 and do it.
I got it.
You got the right answer? What is?
I'm gonna go
So,
big.
hey,
How much you want to bet?
so that's a negative.
You don't got number 7 is wrong.
Everybody
So
know
here's how
number
this
7
works.
is wrong. Cause Miss
When I have 2 negatives,
What you get? What you get?
I got 147.
so this is going to be.
He said that's
Which
wrong.
one is one, number 7? Which one is one?
He said no.
Which one is number 7? This one.
So that's going to give me 9.4, negative 9.4. If I have negative 4.7 bad guys and negative 4.7 other bad guys, and they come together, I'm going to have bad guys.
Excuse me.
You gave me negative 140.
I don't know what you're asking.
Oh, no,
Yep.
Like, this is crazy.
You can't even do it. How you gonna
21. Yeah, I told you. Wait.
Oh, I know the answer, Mr.
Correct.
Hastings. Mr.
I'll
Hastings.
tell you
Mr.
why.
Hastings.
As long as you got that answer.
I know the answer.
What is it?
100.
Nope.
Can I get one more chance?
Yes.
They the 146.
I just said that.
Stop trying, it's wrong.
Miss Hayes, I got it.
What'd you get?
.33.
You ain't shit, man.
I see. Great job, Edward. Great job, Elaine. Great job, Monterio.
No.
Great job. Okay, so clearly we don't want to be silent when I raise my hand. Let's try that one more time. Put your hands down. Thank you. That's how it should sound. I need your eyes when I do this. Great job, Edward. Great try. I'm going to do number 7. I'm so proud of those of you who have tried. Stop. Listen. Number 7 is very challenging because it requires an additional step. I'm going to be honest with you guys, in my very first period, I actually had to go down the hall to one of the other math teachers, Javante, please don't write while I'm talking, and no lady, and talk about how to teach it properly, because I was like, I know what the answer is, but I'm having trouble communicating it the right way, and ultimately I found the steps. These are the steps. So 21 divided by a number, I'm going to put n for a number, is or equals -7. Now, here, we'll say we'll do the opposite of the operation. Here, the operation is division. But I am not dividing by 21. What am I dividing by?
Oh, 8.
And so the first step, as I said, this is a 2-step equation. You will only follow this pattern if your variable is on the bottom. Or if it's written another way, 21 divided by n equals -7. Or if your variable is second. If you're dividing by a variable, you have to follow this pattern. First, you're going to multiply both sides by the variable. Because originally you're divided by the variable, here you're going to multiply both sides by the variable because that's the opposite. My n's are going to cancel out, which is going to equal 21. I will say this. I have to give, even though he's had a rough day, I got to give a special shout out to Edward Benton because he came very, very close. -7 times n is going to give me -7n. Now, I am in a position to solve this problem. What is the operation with the variable here, Omar? So I'm going to divide both sides by -7.
Oh my
Here, stop.
Oh,
Stop. Here, my -7's cancel out, leaving me with n on this side. 21 divided by -7 is equal to -3.
Oh my God.
Edward, I think, divided by a +7 and gave me 3. But, so the answer, so there are 2 separate steps. The real thing I want to take away from here is that there are 2 steps you need to go through. First, you need to multiply by the variable, and then you have to divide by the coefficient. Yes, sir?
So basically what you have done was you just switch your operations to multiplication after you multiplied your
Exactly. Now, I want you guys to be able to see that. Here's what I'd like us to do. Everybody flip to the word problems page. We have a word problems page towards the back.